Your brother's will says for you to succeed him. Also, read the rest yourself. The condition to inherit President Tajimi Shizuya's company is that you marry me.
What? I may have never truly realized how fragile life is until now. Just 1 year ago, a person I had laughed and conversed with until just 6 months ago passed away. Tajimi Shizuya. He passed away from cancer at the young age of 29. He was my brother. Brother. The reality hasn't sunk in. The fact that my brother is gone still feels like a story to me. Something that hasn't truly hit me. The funeral was over, and after stepping out into the lobby, my eyes were drawn to one woman. Who is she? She's beautiful. Is she crying for my brother? Maybe his girlfriend? My brother ran a company. Many people attended his funeral, and there are few who are visibly crying. That's how much she was loved, I suppose. But what will happen to that company now? The funeral is over, and a week has passed. We've gathered at my family's house. It seems they've found my brother's will. Several regrets are read aloud. Delete the computer without checking it. I understand that feeling well. Then, the matter of the company is announced.
Your brother's will says for you to succeed him. Also, read the rest yourself.
My mother hands me the will. Huh? No way. Me? The president? Anyway, it's late, but my name is Tajimi Ryusei. I'm a 27-year-old freelancer. Actually, I may be about to become the president of my brother's company due to his will. But what's it mean to inherit a company? The will says I should ask a woman named Naka Satsuki about it. Honestly, I'm not really interested in inheriting the company. I'm just going because of the will. I don't even know what kind of company my brother ran. And when I go to the address given by the GPS, I'm surprised. Huh? This place? Renting a whole floor in such a prime location. They must be doing well. On the 7th floor of the building, I see Tajimi Imported Furniture Co. written. There's no mistake. No way. My brother was successful all along, even though he was excellent back in school. We used to volunteer at welfare facilities a lot in school and had many conversations. But after we both started working, we rarely saw each other except during the new year, so I didn't know. Anyway, when I go inside, I'm greeted by a woman who bows respectfully.
Are you Tajimi Ryusei? Welcome. My name is Naka Satsuki. I'm temporarily acting as the interim director for now.
Oh, so you're the one. I'm Tajimi Ryusei. My brother.
If you'd like to talk, please have a seat first. This way.
As I lift my head, she guides me with a wave over her hand. Wait, wasn't this the woman crying at my brother's funeral? I briefly thought about it, and I followed her lead into the president's office. So this is where my brother worked. I looked around, feeling somewhat sentimental, but it's clean and well kept. Even after his death, he was clearly well loved by the employees.
I've made tea. Since it will be your company now, please take your time. I see.
Satsuki places the tea before me and, placing her hand on her chest, says with determination.
The condition to inherit President Tajimi Shizuya's company is that you marry me.
What?
Please marry me. Then, Ryusei-san, you will become the president of this company.
What is this woman saying all of a sudden? My mind momentarily stops, trying to process her words. I would like to decline.
Wait, what? You just said what?
Well, I wasn't really interested in managing a company, and I'm not sure about getting married like this. Why would I have to marry someone I've just met to inherit the company?
I can't. That's outrageous. Please reconsider.
Satsuki's face gets closer, and her eyes widen, but my decision doesn't change. I don't have to inherit it. Someone else will handle it just fine, so I refuse.
You can't refuse! Please reconsider!
Is this one of those infinite loop choices?
Ugh, this is getting annoying. You came here because of your brother's will, right? Are you going to ignore his wishes? The stock inheritance is also set to pass to Ryusei. You have no choice but to inherit it. Otherwise, someone shady might take over. And the employees your brother cared about will be left stranded.
Satsuki says, her words firm. So, this is her true self. She was playing nice all along.
I didn't think you'd be this kind of person. You're supposed to be someone more.
I look at her, still troubled, as she tried to act strong while crying. What did my brother tell you? About this, I don't know. I sigh deeply. I'm sorry, but there's someone I'm interested in right now.
What?
Satsuki's eyes widen in surprise. Well, I suppose it makes sense. It's only something I feel in my heart right now. I told you I'm not interested in management, right? She's a freelance coworker of mine. And with the condition being marriage to you, I have no choice but to refuse, right? Eventually, I go home, planning to talk later. Well, I said what I had to say. There's no going back now. Anyway, it's strange to inherit a company on the condition of marrying a specific person. Brother, why did you want me to succeed you? Why this condition? Shall I work? Tomorrow's shift. I wonder if she'll come. Good morning, Hinata-san.
Good morning. Let's do our best today.
The next day, I meet my crush at a part-time job event. Hinata is also a freelancer, but we both do part-time jobs to supplement our living expenses. She's so cute today too. After yesterday, I had already made up my mind. Yes, I was going to ask her out on a date. Now that I had declared it to Satsuki, I needed to take action. Excuse me, Furukawa-san, are you free the day after tomorrow? Next Saturday?
Saturday, you say? That day I have a wedding for a senior from high school.
Oh, I see. What am I doing? Saturday. I had no desire to stay home and work, so I ended up visiting my brother's grave. Should I give up on Furukawa-san and take over the company? Even if it means an unwanted marriage? Brother... Of course, there's no answer. If I don't take over, and the employees end up really suffering... No! Why should I feel responsible? It was suddenly thrust upon me. I didn't want this. I already refused.
I didn't mean to cause this much trouble.
When I turn to the sound of voices, I see Satsuki and the young couple standing there.
I never expected to meet you here. These are two of our employees.
You're visiting brother's grave?
Is there any other reason I would come here?
I see. It seems my brother was really loved by his employees. To think they would even come to visit his grave. Then, she invites me to talk a little, and we head to a hill just above the cemetery.
I'm sorry for earlier. I was too hasty without considering your feelings.
She apologizes, her hair flowing in the wind. The other two are waiting.
But listen to this. This is your brother's. Shizuya's wish, my wish, the wish of the employees. Everyone wants you, Ryusei-san, to marry me and take over the company.
I lower my head, speechless. These words feel heavy. It's too much to bear. Why though? Why is this happening? I can understand my brother, but you all aren't even blood relatives. If that's the case, then why should you insist on me becoming the president?
Well, you see, there's something even stronger than blood. Our connection is that thing.
Huh?
But I can't say it outright. Your brother was quite cruel, and that's part of the will for me. He told me not to say anything until you remember or marry me and take over the company. It's a bit troublesome.
She gives a slightly mischievous smile. After parting ways with Satsuki, I find myself lost in thought back in my room. What the hell was my brother trying to do? This from just one will? What does anyone gain from this? I don't get it. Let's work. I wonder if Furukawa-san is around. Huh? What? You got married? We're both freelancers and part-time coworkers. We occasionally voice chat for information sharing.
Yeah, I'm a proxy bride at the wedding. I guess I'll be on break from the part-time job for a while.
What is that? Is some weird trend of marriage going around? Anyway, it seems I got turned down without confessing. The next day, I was in a daze.
Do you say so? Wait, what's going on? What language is that? I see. So you were turned down before you even did anything.
I moved to the cafe and ended up telling Satsuki everything in a rush. She offered to listen, so I asked her to help.
Well, it's not the kind of thing you should be saying to someone who wants to make a marriage work and take over a company.
I'm sorry.
Well, even if our positions are different, I hope you can understand some of my feelings. So, what will you do now? Technically, you're free now, aren't you? You can't pass up a beautiful woman like me who wants to marry you.
She looks at me, her gaze piercing, as though testing me. No, if I jump to another woman just because I got turned down, I'd be the worst.
You haven't changed. Really, you haven't changed at all.
Hey, is this the part where you laugh?
No. I was saying you haven't changed in the serious parts.
What does that even mean? It hit me with her comment. We must have met somewhere before, but where?
Oh, but I'm sorry. I laughed, so I apologize. Well then, here's a suggestion. Would you like to do a workplace tour?
A workplace tour?
Yes. I want you to see the company that President Tajimi Shizuya and all the people we care about built.
For some reason, I found myself nodding and agreeing. Well, this had been put off for a while, but there was something my family needed to do. That's right, we had to take care of my brother's belongings. I think he asked us to dispose of the computer without looking inside. As I began working, I noticed a photo on the desk. This takes me back. That was when my brother took me to the welfare facility. I reach for the photo and look at it. It must have been about 10 years ago, and a few memories come rushing back. My brother volunteered often. I went a few times, but can hardly remember the names of the people there. This college-aged woman must be Naka Yayoi, my brother's girlfriend. Naka? Wait, could it be?
Welcome! I'm so glad you came.
Well, of course I came. I promised. A few days later, I visited the company, Tajimi Import, for the workplace tour, as promised.
Anyway, welcome! As the name suggests, this is a company that imports and sells furniture from the US, Asia, and Europe. We primarily operate online, but if you want, we also take custom orders. The office handles purchasing, sales, and system management, while we have separate staff for the warehouse. We've been putting our customers first since the company was established, and it's grown steadily to this size.
Satsuki explains enthusiastically, and the employees seem energetic. It looks like a good company. However, I was observing the company from a slightly different perspective.
Well, I guess this is it.
After finishing the detailed explanation of the company, Satsuki relaxed just a little bit. It must be a source of pride for her, this company. Her explanation was filled with energy. By the way, do you prioritize hiring people from welfare facilities here?
Yeah, that's right. It's the president's policy, so no one feels inferior. Well, huh?
Wait! You spit on me!
Hold on. When did you notice? You should have said something you knew.
Ooh, don't freak out and spit on my face like that! That was probably how unexpected it was for her to have me remember. I saw in my brother's room, he had treasured old photos on display. And those people I saw in the office, they were from the welfare facility, right? You wouldn't notice unless you pay attention, but their features and presence were still there. The young couple I saw at the grave the other day, they were kids in elementary school back then. I didn't notice. Satsuki, you were the girl who used to argue with me whenever we went to the facility. 10 years have passed. I never thought the girl who was so rebellious would turn into such a beautiful, mature woman. The sisters from the facility, she's the younger one, and her older sister was my brother's girlfriend. By the way, how's Yayoi? Is she doing okay? When I ask, Satsuki briefly shudders and drops her face.
She passed away. Same cancer as Shizuya. It was a long battle.
I see. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I had no idea this happened.
I didn't tell you, did I? Shizuya never admitted it either. When my sister passed away, and then Shizuya, you know.
Hey, wait. Could it be the reason we need to marry and take over the company? At this point, the information fits together, making it easy to guess.
Yeah. It's the company they built together. My sister and Shizuya.
That's why my brother didn't leave it to just anyone. He entrusted to his own siblings, his brother and sister, to replace them.
So let me say it again. Marry me, and let's take over the company together.
Satsuki extends her hand with a serious expression, as if she's bearing the responsibility of making this happen. In fact, it probably is. Alright, I'll answer sincerely. But I refuse.
Huh?
Satsuki looks dumbfounded by my response.
Geez, after all that, how could you not agree to a happy ending? Hold on. I'll punch you in the face, so come closer. I'll wake you up.
And she clenches her fist. Is she serious? Wait, let me explain. Don't clench your fists. You're rushing it. Become the president, get married. If I accept both, there's no turning back.
Well, that's true, but...
Satsuki reluctantly admits, but it's clear she knows. Besides, I just got rejected and I have my own job. You expect me to switch gears suddenly?
That's true, but...
You're too caught up in the will. If we can't consider each other's circumstances, even if we get married, it won't work.
But I can't stay the temporary director forever. And the company, everyone.
That's why I'm saying not to rush it. It's the company's internal affairs, and even as a temporary director, there should be some time, right?
You're going to refuse, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll refuse. If it's about getting married because of the will, and taking over the company because of the will, then I'll refuse. There are surely many things we'll have to work out between us, so... let's put everything aside for now, and put it on hold. Can't we just enjoy our reunion honestly? I gently hold her hand. Yes, we haven't even done something as simple as this yet. If we get married just because of the will and without any feelings, I'll definitely regret it. We haven't seen each other for 10 years. First, I want to have a normal conversation with an old friend.
Do you say? Yeah, that's true.
After the discussion, Satsuki continues to manage the company for now. In exchange, I am working as a freelancer in the president's office. I was asked to show up every now and then. The employees are mostly from the welfare facility that my brother and Yayoi had helped. They don't blame me for not making a decision right away, and are watching over me.
Graphic designer, huh? That's impressive. Maybe you could apply that skill here, as the president?
Such an obvious recruitment! Well, I think the skills could be useful, though.
Well, let's drink tonight.
You came again? Afterward, Satsuki started visiting my place often as a friend.
Shut up! I'm going to get you to fall for me tonight with my charm. Hey! Don't laugh.
Don't tell anyone! And why do you know about my dark past? Was it my brother?
It was from my sister. Well, actually, it's from Shizuya. It's fine, it's cute.
We laughed together. This is probably for the best. From now on, we'll build a relationship. If we had married and taken over the company without going through this process, we probably would have been awkward with each other. A year and a half later, we entered a romantic relationship and got married. At the same time, I officially became the president. Well, it was tough, but it's going to be even tougher from now on.
Hey, do you say? Are you sure you don't regret marrying me?
No, I was about to say, but the MC took the microphone and raised her voice.
Now I will read a message from Tajimi Shizuya.
Huh? Ryusei, Satsuki, congratulations on your marriage. Knowing you two, I'm sure you didn't follow my will exactly. Ryusei probably rejected it, right? But if this letter is being read, then... well, it worked out somehow, and you're married. Congratulations. I genuinely wish you both well. The company has been passed to you. I won't complain about that. I just want you two to be happy. Live long for me and Yayoi. That's all. After the host finishes reading the letter, she hands it to us. Later, I learned that the letter was one that would only be open if I married Satsuki and took over the company. Jeez, leaving a letter like this.
Typical of Shizuya, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I'll proudly tell people someday. We lived happily, hand in hand.
Huh. Enjoy acting all calm while you can. I mean, my store's full of hot girls. Big bro, I need a favor. Please, help them. The store's in trouble. I want you to hire my employees.
Dewey, I think whether it's night work or fashion, what really matters doesn't change.
My name is Rui Otori. This is a memory from when I used to work at the youth fashion brand Kings. The one speaking in front of me is Otowa Shinomiya, a former hostess turned charismatic saleswoman, now the store manager. She's someone I admired.
Our job is to give everyone who visits our store the dream of a lifetime. Take pride in what you do. Because the stars of this job are all of you.
Time passed, and now I'm 28. 2 years ago, I started my own fashion company and launched my brand, Alan, opening a store. The concept is fashion for hosts, band guys, and the so-called underground crowd.
Boss, I really think it's time to hire more staff. That store called Sinclair, right? Even if their concept is similar, we're still super busy.
I'll be fine. Thanks for worrying about me.
Boss?
More importantly, thank you for always welcoming customers with a smile. Because you make them happy, we get to stay busy every day. I'll do my best too, so I can make you smile in return. I forced the brightest smile I could, just wanting my team to feel reassured. Even though I said that to them, it's true. We're seriously short-staffed. Well, well, if it isn't Otori. Kiragi, it's you. On my way home, I turned at the sound of that annoying voice I recognized. This guy's name is Setsuna Hiragi, a former colleague from King's. He's running his own fashion brand now too. How's business? Going well? It's going alright. His brand, Sinclair, has definitely had some impact, but my store's doing just fine. Huh. Enjoy acting all calm while you can. I mean, my store's full of hot girls. You, with your mob face, step into my shop and you just vanish in a sea of beauty. Sure. You haven't changed one bit. Not that I care, but don't go making those girls miserable. Huh? What the hell's that supposed to mean? I had no desire to keep talking to him, so I ignored the voice behind me and walked away. That bastard. Just wait. One day I'm gonna crush your whole company. Let's go, guys. On this lonely spring night, the only sound is rain hitting the street. A few days after running into Hiragi, I stood alone after closing, watching the rainy city from the window. Then came the sound of banging on the door. I sighed and headed over. Who'd show up at this hour? All right, I'm coming. When I opened the door and saw who it was, I froze. Aruto. A man soaked in rain with two very different types of beautiful women. That man was my younger brother, Aruto Otori. He used to be a host, but after saving up money, he opened a cabaret club in Shinjuku. You're all soaked. Just come inside now. I grabbed Aruto's arm and brought them all into the store. Aruto looked at me with a desperate expression. Big bro, I need a favor. Please, help them. The store's in trouble. I want you to hire my employees. The two women Aruto brought gasped.
Wait! That's not why I came here. I heard you were his brother, so I thought you'd listen if I came with him. That's why I brought Mirei, too. She's right. There's no way we could just leave Aruto like this.
As I watched them speak humbly, memories from the past came rushing back. Hey, Aruto, you still haven't finished your summer homework. What have you been doing all this time? It's fine. I'm gonna make a living off this face. Aruto was always lazy and hopeless. No matter how much me or our parents warned him, he blew off schoolwork. He'd openly say he was gonna be a host someday, and even though I was exasperated, I knew deep down he wasn't a bad guy. We all looked after our cheerful and upbeat younger brother, but then... There's no way that kind of business will last forever. Huh, shut up. I've been in the nightlife world long enough. I know what works. Don't lump me in with my brother who only hears things secondhand from his manager. Fine, do whatever you want. Maybe his host days gave him some warped sense of pride, but Aruto stopped listening to advice completely. I got angry too, like he was insulting Otowa-san, and we drifted apart after that. So, in the end, your cabaret club failed and you're shutting it down? By the way, the woman with the golden drill hair and strong-willed vibe is Claire Hojo. The intelligent one with silky black hair and glasses is Mirei Shinonome. Both used to work at Aruto's club. Aruto, I warned you so many times. But you wouldn't listen. Shut your place down? And now you expect me to help you? That day, I said awful things to you. And you were right about everything. So don't worry about me. But they're different. Claire and Mirei stuck with a failure like me until the very end. I know you have no reason to help me, but could you at least think about it? For their sake?
No way. If you got room to hire someone, hire Aruto instead of me. She's right. I'll find a job somehow. Please help Aruto.
Aruto would never say something like that before, but now I could tell. He truly regretted what he'd done. And Claire and Mirei clearly cared about him too. Maybe something changed once his business started to fail. We're short on help anyway. I'll hire all three of you. First month's a trial period. Thank you. And I'm sorry for everything, big bro.
Thank you so much.
After that, the three of them, Aruto, Claire, and Mirei, successfully completed their probation. and are now full-time employees. Aruto, who seems to have studied a lot during his cabaret club days, mainly supports the business side now, while Claire and Mireille work the floor, handling customer service. This month's top sales goes to you, Claire. Congrats!
Naturally. Next month, too, I'll sell and sell so our customers shine their brightest.
See that, bro? Our Claire's amazing, huh? Waving from a little distance with the other employees, Aruto flashes a proud grin. That guy.
Haruto's really loosened up since coming here, in a good way.
So before, he was...
Yeah, I think what you see now is the real him. Back when we were working at the cabaret club, honestly, I often thought, what kind of manager is this guy? But Aruto picked up me and Mireille and never abandoned us, even at the end. I hate injustice, so I'd get into arguments even with owners. And Mireille had trouble with sales due to her stiff expression, so she really couldn't shine at other clubs. Even so, Aruto believed in our potential and kept us close. That's why both of us are really grateful to him.
I see. I'm glad Aruto had people like you and Mireille by his side.
And I'm glad your brother's the company president. I really respect how you approach your work, too. Show every customer the dream of a lifetime. That's such a great philosophy. I'd love to keep helping build a store that can do just that.
Well, I kind of borrowed that line, but thanks. That means a lot. A few weeks later, I invited Shinonome-san out to a bar a friend owns.
Sorry to make you go out of your way, President.
Was it that obvious?
Oh, and it's about yourself. You know best.
Yes. Today, I invited Shinonome-san because her recent sales have been down.
Unlike Aruto-san or Claire, I can't really contribute to the business side or help much in sales. As you can see, I lack expression and struggle with being cheerful. Back in the cabaret club, some customers were fine with small talk and nodded along, so I managed by studying their interests. But making people feel genuinely uplifted, that's much harder. It's just how I am. It's not something I can easily change. I don't want to be a burden anymore, so maybe I should just resign.
Shinonome-san, please wait. It's true you don't have Claire's brightness, and maybe customer service isn't your strongest suit. But you're diligent, and you study fashion trends and customer needs thoroughly. That's why I was thinking, maybe you'd be good at sourcing fabrics and materials.
You think I could do that?
You won't know unless you try. It's okay. If anything goes wrong, I'll back you up. After that, Shinonome-san gradually got used to sourcing work, and little by little, her expression began to brighten.
President, I'd like to discuss the sourcing for next season. In terms of balancing cost and quality, and also staying on trend.
Now, she handles her job with such confidence, she barely needs my support at all. Alright then, can you work out the details with the supplier? Still, Shinonome-san, you've really come into your own.
That's only because you backed me up so much. It's thanks to you that I've made it this far. Really, thank you.
No, I'm the one who's grateful. Seeing you so full of life at work makes me happy. Same goes for Aruto and Claire. It's a huge help having you all here. Come on. If we're talking about payback, I've still got a long way to go.
You're kidding, right? You had to handle so much before we came, didn't you? You're not still trying to do everything on your own, are you?
Of course not. Since you all came, I've had it way easier. That's good to hear. We want to support you properly, bro.
If anything comes up, don't hesitate to speak up, okay? And if you ever feel anxious or need to vent, just say so. We'll always be here for you.
Yeah, I really am blessed with the people around me. Meanwhile, over at Sinclair, the store Hiragi runs, his furious voice echoed through the back office. Hey, What the hell are these numbers? Sinclair gathered aspiring celebrities and model-type beauties, targeting mostly male customers. At one point, their sales even outpaced Alan's, but now the momentum had completely died down. You're letting a store run by that low-life Otori overtake us? Are your pretty faces just decoration? You know how much money I'm paying you? Unbelievable. I sold my pride and body to rich old hags just to gather these ex-model wannabes. And now they're all useless. Totally worthless. From tomorrow on, sell clothes like your lives depend on it. If you have to, use your looks or whatever else you've got. It's not like you had any real talent for modeling anyway. A few days later, one of Sinclair's employees was stomping through the streets in a huff.
Ugh, unbelievable. That bastard boss just says whatever the hell he wants. Sure, we've made some mistakes, but that doesn't mean he can talk to us like that. Wait, the store? Wasn't this the one the boss had been talking about like it's the enemy?
Passing by Alan's store by chance, the employee stops, clearly curious.
I'll be at your next live too. I'm really rooting for you. Good luck. Great job today, Claire. Let's start closing up. Whew! Another great day of work. Hey boss, buy me a drink.
Sure, but not for you, Claire. Your drunk mode is a menace.
Hey, that's so mean. This store's vibe. It's totally different from ours.
We're a lively bunch, huh? That's just how it always is here.
What?
Startled by Aruto's sudden appearance, she instinctively jumps back. Our president's policy is, show everyone who visits our store the dream of a lifetime. And to make that happen, he makes sure to keep us happy first.
I see. Makes sense if you're serving customers with a bad attitude. There's no way they'll be happy. Thanks for the insight.
Oh, no, not at all. The store's closing for the day, but next time you stop by, we'll make sure to show you the dream of a lifetime. A few weeks later, Hiragi was at his wit's end. What the hell is going on? Why are so many people suddenly quitting? Those ungrateful brats. Forgot who gave them a job in the first place. Apparently, the entire staff had walked out, and Sinclair was forced to shut down. I'll never forget this. Some of the ex-Sinclair employees ended up joining Alan.
Big sale today. We've got tons of cute and cool clothes, so take your time and check them out.
With more staff and higher sales, I might even start thinking about expanding the business. Just as that thought crossed my mind... Hey, Otori, I know you're here. Get out here. The front door burst open, and Hiragi stormed inside. Traitors! Working at a place like this, of all places.
Hiragi, sir.
I'm gonna have to ask you to stop disrupting business. What do you want, Hiragi? Everyone, please escort the customers out and apologize. Also, close the store for today. Leave this to me. Huh, trying to act cool in front of the ladies, huh? You really pulled a low move poaching my staff. Let's not twist things. I didn't poach anyone. They came here because they wanted to. Shut up. I've hated you from the start. You only outsold me back at the old store because you were doing shady stuff, right? Talking trash about me to customers. Huh? Like hell I'd do that. And why the hell did you get better results than me? You don't even look good compared to me. So that's why he's always been hostile. I let out a deep sigh. Listen, it's because you were so fixated on the numbers that your performance tanked. What did you say? Didn't Otoa-san tell you too? Show the dream of a lifetime to those who visit our store. But all you cared about was how much people spent. You ignored how customers felt. No one wants to buy clothes from someone like that. That's not... Hey, maybe you should stop. You're seriously embarrassing yourself. I turned at the familiar voice and saw Aruto emerging from the nap room in PJs. Aruto, that outfit. Give me a break. I worked late last night. It's my day off. Let me sleep, man. Who the hell are you? Mind your own business. Well, true. It's not really my business. But, as someone who also crashed a business before, I do have something to say. I used to be just like you, chasing profits and treating people like tools, and I failed. What? That's right. Back then, Aruto was a manager obsessed with sales numbers. What the hell are these numbers? Get them to pop bottles with pure instinct. Look, the psychology behind getting someone to open a bottle is... Using his host experience, he gave out all kinds of advice, but not everyone can thrive in that environment. Most of the girls felt he was too harsh or inhuman and eventually left the club. I used to think that was what being a host and a manager meant, but one day, my brother seriously tore that mindset down. He said, if you can't make your staff happy, how the hell do you expect to make customers happy? Deep down, I knew he was right, but pride and ego got in the way, and I couldn't change. In the end, the girls all left, and the business crumbled. You and I both went down the wrong path. And that wasn't anyone else's fault but our own. Aruto. Even so, there were people who didn't give up on me. That's how I got a second chance. No way. I couldn't have been wrong. It's all his fault. Sure. I hope you find someone someday who'll help you straighten yourself out. After that, Hiragi had no choice but to shut down his company. He still had debts to pay off. With such a niche resume, he struggled to find work again. By the way, I made sure to file a damages claim for disrupting business. How many more days of work will it take to pay this all off? Now that he's working day labor gigs, maybe he's finally learning what it's like to be one of the workers. Meanwhile, with the expanded staff, Alan opened a second store, with Aruto as the new manager. You sure I'm the right guy for this, bro? Yeah, I trust you with it. Don't let me down.
Naruto-san, thank you for giving someone like me, who had nowhere to go, a place to belong. I wish I could keep working with you, but...
Aruto suddenly lets out a sly grin and leans toward Claire and Mirai. It's fine. You both want to stay here, right? Don't worry about me. I don't know who'll end up dating my brother, but when you do, tell me about it.
What are you saying? Geez, just hurry up and go to your new store already, Aruto.
1 year later, we all gathered again for the first time in a while. So, bro, have you decided? Claire or Shinonome? Who are you gonna date? Aruto suddenly drops a bomb and I barely hold back a spit take. What the hell are you talking about?
Stop teasing us, Aruto-san. We're not like that with him.
It's been a year and we're still doing this.
But I want to be with you, President. I like you.
Huh? Whoa, Shinonome coming in hot.
What? Wait, since when? Since when? Pretty long ago, actually. Well, I like him too, okay?
Claire too? Man, this is intense. What are you gonna do, bro? This little gremlin is clearly enjoying this. But honestly, it's fun. Maybe it's inappropriate, but this warm, chaotic moment in front of me, this is the result of all the bonds we've built over time. From Otowa-san to me, from me to Aruto, from Aruto to Claire and Shinonome. One person connects to another, and together, we've created something truly bright.